Hello and welcome to the third annual Mayor's Innovation Awards. The reason behind the awards is to celebrate the incredible, imaginative, and groundbreaking work happening across the board in Barrie. This year's awards ceremony takes on new significance, given all that our local businesses, nonprofits, and the arts community have had to go through in 2020 and into 2021. While in part born of necessity, there's also been an incredible amount of innovation during this past year. Reflecting this, the theme for the 2020 Mayor's Innovation Awards is Beyond the New Normal. I would like to give a special acknowledgement to all of our nominees who have set the example with inspiring and even critical ways of moving forward during these unprecedented times. Now, before we get to the exciting work of announcing our winners, let's hear a bit more about the awards ceremony itself and how we got here today.
Hello everyone, I'm Stephanie Schlichter, Director of Economic and Creative Development at the City of Barrie. And I am super excited to be here today to celebrate all of the amazing innovation we've been seeing here in Barrie. At the same time, I want to echo the Mayor's acknowledgement of the unprecedented challenges our businesses and community organizations have had to face this past year. It has not been easy, we know that. We are doing everything we can to connect you with those resources and supports that can assist. If you are interested in learning more, I highly recommend you visit barrie.ca/support for business or reach out to myself or my team directly. Now, as the Mayor mentioned, the awards ceremony does look a little different this year. We've introduced 3 new categories. The Creative Collaboration Awards category recognizes 2 or more companies or organizations that have forged an alliance and together reached new heights or achievements. The Pivot Point category celebrates a company or organization that has pursued opportunities to adapt and grow in unexpected directions when faced with market or operational challenges. And the Community Impact category recognizes an organization or individual that has stepped up to proactively build connection, resilience, and morale among Barrie residents, businesses, and/or cultural communities. Now, there's one category that may be familiar to you, and we decided to keep our fan favorite from previous years, the Shift Disturber, a category that recognizes a leader in our community who has championed innovation in their organization or community. Where others see opposition, they see opportunity, and they're a powerhouse of creative problem solving, shaking up norms and spearheading strategic solutions amid uncertainty. And in addition to this new look for our awards categories, we have also been truly excited to bring on our very first sponsor for the event, Adams Hamilton, whose founder and managing director, Chris Adams, also happens to be one of our Shift Disturber winners from last year. We're honored to have Adams Hamilton's support, and in fact, I'm going to introduce Chris in a second. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit more about what went into the Mayor's Innovation Awards this year. You know, just as we're here to celebrate pivots, we too had to pivot to bring you these awards. And as you may be aware, pivoting is rarely a seamless process. But at the same time, we knew this was an especially important year to celebrate innovation in our community. And the bright light throughout everything has really been our nominees. Nominations for the event opened in the fall, and we had over 70 submissions from an incredible group of people, organizations, and businesses. Nominees ranged from local organizations supporting important causes, such as anti-Black racism or food security, to companies who helped pull off a better viewing experience as returned to NHL hockey during the pandemic. And all of our nominees were gracious participants in the process, which involved interviews, storytelling workshops, and even some video submissions so that we could better understand and share their stories. We also had 17 judges from across various industries, business backgrounds, and parts of the province. From local entrepreneurs, consultants, and business owners to members of the arts community, our judges came together to individually evaluate each of our nominees. To determine this year's winners, they used criteria from creativity and innovation methods to a nominee's wider contributions to the development of Barrie. And at the same time, I know it was an incredibly tough decision for them, and they were beyond impressed by the talent, visions, and resilience we have here in Barrie. I want to thank all of our nominees and judges for their time and efforts, and I want to reiterate how impressed I am by all of them. And finally, this awards ceremony couldn't have happened without the support from a number of important partners, which include Georgian College's Department of Research and Innovation, and the Small Business Center, who are our presenting partners, Georgian College's Makerspace, Tourism Barrie, who put together the winners' gift baskets, which contain all locally sourced and incredible companies' products, our ecosystem partners such as Downtown Barrie, the Sandbox Center, and the Barrie Chamber of Commerce, who helped us promote the event. And finally, our generous sponsor, Adams Hamilton. And on that note, I would like to introduce Chris Adams from Adams Hamilton. Adams Hamilton is a company with innovation at their core who are focused on building future internal resource capacity. They specialize in digital marketing strategy, innovation, funding mechanisms, and business advisory services. And ultimately, they look to disrupt the norms wherever they go and in whatever they do. I would say the same about Chris Adams too. And over to you, Chris.
Hi, it's Chris Adams from Adams Hamilton. It's a pleasure to sponsor the Mayor's Innovation Awards this year. And the month of April is an interesting time period too. It's also the International IP Day. And that means that we're celebrating trademarks and patents all over the world. And what better time to celebrate our own unique companies that are very innovative in our own community. We had 70 nominees for 4 awards. It's fantastic to see that much innovation happening in our community. And when I think about innovation, I think about growing the value of what we're doing and selling that internationally or outside of our community. And that's going to make our community and our region that much more special, that much more competitive globally, which will lead to more jobs for Georgian College graduates and higher salaries. So overall, this is a great thing to celebrate, and I'm very pleased to be the first sponsor of the Mayor's Innovation Awards. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris, and to Adams Hamilton. Next, I'd like to introduce one of our presenting partners. The Department of Research and Innovation at Georgian College connects industry and community partners with faculty and student researchers. It is a research and innovation hub focused on product design, prototyping, market research, analysis, testing, and more. Their contributions to the entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Barrie are countless, and they're an important partner of ours here at the Economic and Creative Development Department. In fact, we're currently also partnering with them on a pilot project to help local businesses with COVID-19 response and recovery. It's so important the work they do, and it's an honor to have them as a partner. And on that note, I would like to introduce you to Jenna Green from Georgian College to say a few words.
Thank you, Stephanie, for the introduction. Georgian College's Department of Research, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship is dedicating to fostering a culture of entrepreneurship, research, and scholarship that connects students, employers, and the community. Through partnerships and collaborations, we can help businesses or students bring their ideas to life. Barrie is fortunate to have a highly integrated ecosystem of local organizations and businesses whose goal is to have Barrie stand out as a hub of innovation. Ecosystems have transformed the way organizations work together, allowing us to have greater insight into significant players, shifts in government policy, and more. The dynamic interactions that ecosystems encourage enable us to collaborate, grow together, and set new bars. Successful ecosystems develop practices that cultivate the flow of concepts, talents, and resources. The overall result is that moments of brilliance and invention are more consistent through networking and knowledge sharing. Partnership is key for continued innovation, and we are here at Georgian College's Department of Research, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship are so honored to be a part of this year's Mayor Innovation Awards and cannot wait to see what the coming years have in store for all of us.
Thank you to Georgian College's Department of Research and Innovation for their support with this year's Mayor's Innovation Awards. Barrie is positioned as a regional innovation hub because of partners like them. And now who's ready to find out who this year's Mayor's Innovation Award winners are? Without further pause, it is my great pleasure to reintroduce Mayor Jeff Lehman to do the honors.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. And I want to reiterate Stephanie's thanks to all of our partners, as well as the supports available through the Economic and Creative Development Department. So now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first awards category, Community Impact. As Stephanie mentioned, this category is a very important one because When we collectively focus on creative opportunities that benefit others, we all win. And we're left with a stronger, far more resilient, and more compassionate community as a result. The category is also an important one because we know that we can't solve the region's problems just on our own. Now, because it's been such an outstanding year for nominations, I'd like to make special mention of our first and second runners-up, as well as the winner. For the category of community impact, our second runner-up is Frontline Resilience. Frontline Resilience is an internationally recognized leader in mental health support for first responders and their families. They help those who serve and protect our community and provide support in the immediate aftermath of traumatic events, as well as continued care for first responders and their families. Frontline Resilience has provided a crucial form of support during the pandemic to our frontline responders, and the company was able to seamlessly transition to web-based services to ensure continued mental health support for our hardworking and heroic nurses, physicians, paramedics, firefighters, and more. Congratulations to Dr. Lori Gray, the founder of Frontline Resilience, and to her entire team. Next is our first runner-up for the Community Impact Award, and it is Sarah Bentham. Sarah Bentham has been instrumental to our entrepreneurial community in Barrie, and she's been at the helm and a partner of several important initiatives, including the Accelerate Summit. Sarah is the director of the Henry Bernick Entrepreneurship Center and a devoted champion and advocate for supporting women in business, mental health initiatives, and creating more spaces for diversity and inclusion in business. She's also one heck of a partner to our local business community and helps provide mentorship to over 350 businesses each year with her team. Sarah, my sincere congratulations to you on the Community Impact First Runner-Up. And now, I'm proud to introduce our official winner for the Community Impact Award. And it is Nikki Glenn and Barrie Families Unite. Nikki Glenn created a Facebook group called Barrie Families Unite in the earliest days of the COVID-19 pandemic to help connect those in need with those who could help. During the pandemic, many have struggled with food insecurity and an inability to access essentials due to unemployment or health issues. In just over 7 months, the Barrie Families Unite Facebook group grew to over 10,000 local followers who wanted to be of service to those facing challenging circumstances. The site works by allowing those in need to post anonymous requests with the Facebook group ready to respond and help. Barrie Families Unite has succeeded in helping many families weather the trials of the pandemic and continues to do so. Moreover, the group's team of admins and moderators have a mandate to maintain a positive environment free from the negativity that plagues many online sites these days. The vision of Nikki Glenn and Barrie Families Unite has been a beacon during a dark time, and their impact on the community will be long-lasting. Congratulations. We're now going to watch a clip of Nikki Glenn talking about her journey in her own words.
Barrie Families Unite was started in March of 2020, and it was developed out of a perceived need for connection in our community as we ventured into this unknown area of worldwide pandemic. So Facebook is a platform that I picked to launch the group on, and that is kind of where we've lived for the past year. It just provides an easy space for people who have social media connections to scroll through their feed and quickly be able to see a need arise and them to go, hey, I have one of those items sitting in my basement. I can offer that up, and usually within 24 hours, we've turned a need into a fulfilled commitment. We have been loaned temporarily some space here in a warehouse to store items that we use on a frequent basis or that we need on a frequent basis. Donations have been coming in from the community. We have clothing, we have toiletries, we have small kitchen items like toasters, pots, pans, dishes. We have linens, towels, sheets. We also have baby items, formula, diapers, etc. I think it's a pretty cool honor. I think it shines a light on the best of humanity and how they rise to a crisis situation. And I really think that is what happened with our group. It just was able to provide that platform for people to find a way to be helpful and to give back. One of the benefits that Barrie Families Unite brought to the community obviously was the ability to fulfill physical needs to people who couldn't either get out but it also provided a place of mental levity for a lot of people, a place where people found hope and the positive side, being able to come on every day and see act after act of kindness occurring within our community. So just that sense of hope that humanity is a good thing. So if you were thinking of starting something similar, I would say to jump in and just do it. If you set out a space in the Facebook community or any social media platform and you keep true to your vision of keeping that space judgment-free, debate-free, shame-free, and I think that's a real magnet for a lot of people.
What a great organization and example of what the best of Barrie stands for, the supportive community that bands together even during the toughest of times. Congratulations to Nikki Glenn and Barrie Families Unite. It's my honor to introduce our 2020 Mayor's Innovation Awards Community Impact winner.
Thank you for this amazing recognition. This award is acknowledging the coming together of a community this past year. And I feel so honored to accept this award on behalf of 12,000 members of our Barrie Families Unite online Facebook group.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling inspired. Are you ready for the second category of the Mayor's Innovation Awards? It is my great pleasure to introduce the Pivot Point category. You know, pivoting is such a crucial move to make for so many reasons. It demonstrates adaptability and it allows us to stay relevant in an ever-changing world. It creates opportunities for revenue growth, and it often leads to great ideas, to creativity and reinvigoration. Let's start with our second runner-up for the Pivot Point category. Our second runner-up for Pivot Point it's Karen and Vaughn's from Multitech Audio Visual. Congratulations. Karen and Vaughn's have provided the opportunity for many to continue performing live in a safe and innovative way, bringing Barrie into the 21st century live streaming realm. Before COVID-19, their business supported large group gatherings and events with the temporary installation of professional audio, video, and lighting equipment. When businesses closed down due to the restrictions, they created the only virtual event studio in our region, converting their warehouse to be adaptable for a multitude of virtual event formats. They've done a fantastic job of pivoting to offer a key service these days, and I want to congratulate Karen and Vons. Now on to our first runner-up. You ready for it? First runner-up is Horseshoe Valley Environmental. Horseshoe Valley Environmental started as Horseshoe Valley Paint Co. and specialized in residential and commercial paint spraying. When the pandemic hit, they retooled their equipment to sanitize and disinfect. To date, at every COVID-19 outbreak site that they've entered and treated, they've been able to successfully stop the spread. With their no-touch policy to avoid cross-site contamination and their food-safe, biodegradable, and pet-friendly disinfectant, this company has been a cornerstone in helping to bring back consumer confidence. A huge congratulations to Horseshoe Valley Environmental for being our first runner-up. So who's feeling ready to find out our Pivot Point winner for 2020? I know I am. And the winner is Lucas Beggs and the Electric Motor Coil Company. The Electric Motor Coil Company is a manufacturer of motor and generator coils for a number of renewable energy industries around the globe. Their pivot started roughly 3 years ago when demand was at an all-time high, with production running nonstop and material costs rising. Within their manufacturing process, copper is a key component in nearly every product. Lead times and the amount this company was ordering made them come to this decision that something really needed to change. The Electric Motor Coil Company made the decision to start manufacturing an additional product on site and to move the supply chain closer to home to make the process easier. By 2019, Electric Motor had installed and tested its first fully extruded and wrapped magnetic wire for use on a coil set. This meant converting a shipment of 10,000 pounds of raw copper into usable, electrically stable motor coils, destined for some of the largest windmills in the world. When COVID-19 hit, Electric Motor Coil Company was named an essential service by the Ontario government, allowing them to continue providing components for sectors globally. However, their previous overseas suppliers were offline by mid-March 2020, and they started to see shipment delays of up to 6 months. To keep operating, they had to make a critical internal switch, and they made it quickly. And they did just that. Their pivot has allowed them to keep their doors open, employees working, and the continued delivery of an essential service. Let's watch a clip.
So the story on EMCC, we've been around for over 20 years now. I've been here for about 15. We started off as a small 800 square foot shop, and now we are in a 30,000 square foot state-of-the-art coil manufacturing facility. We produced our extrusion machine about 3 years ago. This was a huge impact on our facility. We were able to remain open during COVID, to be able to produce wire in-house and not rely on overseas shipments, was able to keep us moving and keep our supply chain going. The accomplishment was a very large feat for us to be able to remain open during COVID, where a lot of our competitors weren't able to get materials. We are one of the only facilities in Canada to be able to produce wire and coils under the same building. Our biggest, I guess you could say, product right now is windmill motors. We produce hundreds and hundreds of sets every year to ship all over the world. So that would be our biggest reason why we needed this copper mill, is to make sure that we keep the green energy going. The impact was massive. To be able to keep manufacturing within Canada, actually within Barrie, was something that we're extremely proud of, and not to have to go overseas and look for any product, but to be able to produce it in-house in Ontario, in Barrie, was a big deal for us. The advice I would have is to make sure you always have a solid game plan and look outside the box. You need to make sure that you're prepared for anything, as you can see with the pandemic, and we were lucky enough to be right and in the right place at the right time.
The Electric Motor Coil Company has been a driver of innovation in the Barrie manufacturing sector and has helped to build the renewable energy movement. We're proud to have the company call our city home. It's such a privilege to introduce Lucas Beggs, the president of Electric Motor Coil Company.
I'd like to take this minute to thank everybody who looked through our application and approved our application to accept this reward. It's a very big accomplishment for EMCC, and we hope it's the first of many. Thank you very much.
So we've now announced our runners-up and winners for the Community Impact Award and the Pivot Point Award. You ready for our third category of the Mayor's Innovation Awards? Next up is the Creative Collaboration Awards category. Together, our creative collaboration nominees have created new products, services, supply chains, operations, and more. We chose creative collaboration as a category because collaboration is such a powerful tool for helping businesses and organizations grow to new levels. And I think in Barrie especially, we thrive in part because of the partnerships we have here. We pride ourselves on the support network we have. We're a place where companies are encouraged to reach out to their neighbors for assistance. And we're all stronger because of it. I love seeing the collaboration we have in Barrie. So are you ready to find out who our winners are? Our second runner-up in the creative collaboration category is the Ontario Musicians Cooperative Inc. and Second Harvest. Together, these extraordinary organizations came together to form the No More Starving Artists Initiative. The program is dedicated to erasing the idea that musicians or artists have to starve for the sake of their work. Fresh food is rescued on a weekly basis from businesses such as Costco Barrie, CanX Borden, and Cookstown Greens, and is distributed to those in need from our arts community. We know it's been an extraordinarily difficult year for our performing artists, and OMCI and Second Harvest have really stepped up to support local artists and their families. A big congratulations and a thank you to OMCI and Second Harvest for this important work. Next, we have our first runner-up for the Creative Collaboration category, and it is Vision Travel, Wine Journeys, and Bacio Trattoria. These three businesses came together to offer a creative and immersive product during a particularly hard time for both the travel industry and the food and beverage industry. Eleanor Dath from Vision Travel, Trent Mayers from Wine Journeys, and William Ortiz from Bacio Trattoria partnered to offer food, wine, and a virtual tour that took the participants to different regions in Italy over Zoom. During each event, William spoke about the region's food, Trent spoke about the regional wine pairings, and Eleanor gave a tour of the Italian region with descriptions of what the region had to see and do. These Zoom sessions provided a safe way for people to enjoy a fine pairing that I suspect many of us are missing these days: good food, wine, and travel. A big congratulations to Vision Travel, Wine Journeys, and Bacio Trattoria. And now it's my honor to introduce the 2020 Mayor's Innovation Awards winner for the Creative Collaboration category. The winner is, surprise twist here, we actually have a tie. Our winners are Accelerate Summit Committee and Chad Ballantyne and Brandon Day from Canopy Coworking. Let me introduce the Accelerate Summit to you. Accelerate is a fantastic business event. It draws people from not just across central Ontario, but in 2020 from British Columbia, the UK, New York City, and more. It brings the community together to learn from a diversity of experts and entrepreneurs. This past year, to adapt to COVID-19, the organizers shifted the model on its head and offered 35 hours of talks, including 50 speakers, completely virtually. Nearly 400 people joined this year, and the event was a premier opportunity to promote local thought leaders. I should say, too, that Accelerate is not just an event, but it has also become a venue for strengthening our local business ecosystem. Throughout the organization process and beyond, Accelerate has connected businesses and leveraged partnerships. It's been amazing to see the growth of this event, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes in the future. Let's watch a clip.
7 years, Accelerate Summit has brought the business community together to network, make connections, and create an awareness about just how cool it is to start a business here in Simcoe.
This is partnership. 9 organizations, 7 years, 100% collaboration, 100% creative, 100% voluntary, and 1,000% results.
Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Turn down for what?
Taking the Accelerate Summit virtual enabled us to extend from local to global and champion the Barrie business community more widely than ever before. By making connections for Barrie businesses beyond our regional, provincial, and national borders, we put Barrie on the map as a hub of business innovation while providing our local entrepreneurs with an experience without geographic limitation.
Year after year, the community comes together with our sponsors at Accelerate Summit to support, learn, and network, with local thought leaders contributing sessions on a wide range of business topics, startup, growth, scale, wellness, all while enjoying delicious coffee.
Honest and all bad people.
Sponsors, yeah, partners. Okay, networking, got it. Pivot, online, that might work. Pivot, focus, pivot, reach, pivot. Oh, if we go virtual, that's the pivot. We bring Barrie to the world. We're going global.
We all know the transition to virtual events hasn't been easy, and yet Accelerate Summit pulled it off seamlessly. It's my pleasure to introduce one of the organizers of Accelerate, Deborah Foster-Stahl, who's also the president and founder of Office Inc. Corp.
Hi, I'm Deborah Foster-Staley, president of Office Inc. Corp., a business conference center here in Barrie. As a co-founder of Accelerate Summit and a presenting partner involved in planning this multi-day event each year, I'm thrilled to accept the Creative Collaboration Award as part of the Mayor's Innovation Awards on behalf of the Accelerate Summit team. Along with Office Inc., the Summit's presenting partners represent an array of incredible organizations that support local business, including HBEC, Barrie Chamber, Sandbox, Grow Vantage, and more. Our annual summit exemplifies collaboration at its finest, with presenting partners, speakers, and sponsors working together to deliver content that accelerates business, from local startups through to those looking to go international. Due to the pandemic, we had to be even more innovative in 2020's conference delivery than in the past, pivoting to an online platform with registrations growing by 150%. I'm so proud of what we've co-created and accomplished through the years. Thank you for this honor.
Thanks again to the Accelerate Summit team. Next, I'd like to take a moment to introduce the great work of Chad Valentine and Brandon Day. These two creative collaborators share a vision for social change rooted in community. Chad's an entrepreneur and the creative director and founder of Rhubarb Media, as well as the person behind the Creative Space, Barrie's first co-working space. Brandon Day helped start Community Builders, Barrie's nonprofit construction company, which focuses on issues like affordable housing and offers training for people who otherwise face barriers in employment. Together, these two very talented people joined forces to create Canopy, a new co-working space with social purpose and vision that serves Barrie, Springwater, and Midhurst. Set in a forested landscape, Canopy provides a calming space for entrepreneurs and social enterprises to build connections, collaboration, and ideas. Chad and Brandon know that after the pandemic, people are going to want a space to not only reconnect, but build a better world, a place to learn, collaborate, and work towards something bigger. And that's exactly what Canopy offers. Let's hear more from Chad and Brandon.
As I went out on my own, I was always looking for some kind of purpose in my work, and that was really where Community Builders was born. I started it with a group of like-minded people that wanted to see some change in the industry and wanted to see an answer to the affordable housing crisis, and that just morphed into training and all the good work that we're doing in the community now.
When Brandon reached out to me, I knew it was a good fit. I love the idea of starting a co-working space out of town, and the idea of collaborating with community builders and other social purpose organizations just made me excited, and so that was when it all started.
I think in a world where everybody's shouting me first, collaboration means more to me. I think that we're nothing without the people around us. And I particularly love the innovation part because we put a lot of effort into thinking about these ideas that can make our community a better place. And when this kind of award comes from someone like Jeff Lehman, who we see as a very innovative mayor, it means even more.
It validates an idea that, as entrepreneurs and startups, we often kind of think, we're crazy, what are we doing? Is this the right move? And so these kind of, awards just kind of is a little bit of evaluation. So that's one part of it. The other is it really heightens awareness of what we're doing. And this is what we need. We need people to know about this amazing space called Canopy Co-working.
I think through the pandemic, we've realized that this is more important than ever, that there's many stages to all around human wellness, and that this is going to be a real answer for getting people back connected as hopefully COVID fades out.
I see the impact of Canopy to be great. I mean, right now in this time of COVID, we've got isolation happening, we've got heightened levels of mental health, stress, we've got corporations shutting their real estate down, and people are working from home. So we're offering an amazing space to bring people out of their isolation safely, and really to get back to what we do best is getting people in the same room, collaborating, coming up with new ideas. So my advice for other people interested in doing something like this is, it's an acronym I've used for years called JFDI, which means just friggin' do it.
I love the vision behind Canopy. I think we could all use more of that type of workspace in our lives. It's an honor to introduce Chad Ballantyne and Brandon Day.
So I just want to say thank you for this award. Special thanks to Mayor Jeff for starting this whole thing. He's been a great supporter of co-working in Barrie for years, and so it's an honor to receive it. Mostly, I just want to thank those people around me and partners in crime, partners in life, in business. Really grateful for Brandon for reaching out, pulling me out of my year sabbatical and just launching into this awesome new space. My wife, who's been with me through all these crazy ideas for years, gets the most thanks. My family, my kids, they've all been involved. And even to my company, Rhubarb Media, and staff through the years have really been supportive of some of these crazy ideas. And so thank you so much. We're really encouraged. We hope that we can challenge and inspire others to do life together. We're better together, so thanks.
I just want to say what an honor it is and how grateful I am to receive this Mayor's Innovation Award for collaboration. And it seems fitting to me that I thank the people that I have collaborated with. Thank you, Chad, and my wife, Emily, and my friends and family whom without I wouldn't be here today to do any of these things. I'm very supported, and I realize that, and I'm very thankful for the family I have around me, including my community builders family and my friends at Redwood and all the other people that have invested in me. So thank you, and thank you for the award.
And now we're on to our final category of the 2020 Mayor's Innovation Awards, the fan favorite Shift Disturber. Admittedly, it's a category I always look forward to, not just because it's fun to say. After all, Shift Disturbers are our community leaders. They're the ones taking charge to pave a new way forward and find solutions. They're unafraid to make change happen and to disrupt business as usual. You ready to find out who our Shift Disturber of 2020 is? I know I am. So let's start with the second runner-up, and it is Shelley Skinner from Uplift Black. Shelley is an absolutely vital leader and voice in our community. She's the founder of the first social service dedicated to the complete well-being of Black people living in Simcoe, Muskoka. After George Floyd was killed, Shelley heeded the call for action and formed Uplift Black. The work of Uplift Black strives to achieve the goal of racial equity through several different forms of advocacy, as well as projects with youth, businesses, and more. Take, for instance, the organization's entrepreneurship program or the youth care packages that Shelley and her team put together. Just before back-to-school season, they delivered care packages to over 250 Black youth across our region. And I should note Shelley is also the co-founder of Making Change, an educational organization focused on combating anti-Black racism and fostering relationships with the Black community and Black culture. Shelley is a powerhouse and a champion of so many organizations within our community. And I don't know if it's possible to measure the positive impact she's already had and that she'll continue to have in our city. Shelley, my deepest congratulations to you. Thank you for the work that you do. And now, let's turn to our first runner-up. Our first runner-up for the Shift Disturber category is Sarah Bentham. Sarah's cleaning up, our first runner-up for not only community impact, but for Shift Disturber too. Of course, the work Sarah does for the business community is immeasurable. She's mentored and connected so many businesses, and this recognition is very well deserved. Congratulations to you, Sarah, and thank you for being such a fantastic champion and role model for Barrie's entrepreneurship ecosystem. We're now on to our final winner announcement of the 2020 Mayor's Innovation Awards. Is everyone ready to find out who the shift disturber of 2020 is? Winner is Michael Lalonde and the Robotape team at Innovative Automation. In 2018, Michael Lalonde had a vision about how to apply industrial foam tape robotically. He knew there was demand for it, so he launched a brand new R&D team at Innovative Automation. This team went off to collaborate, design, build, and test the first standardized product to be built at Innovative Automation, Robotape. After 15,000 hours of research, development, and innovation from a team led by Michael, Robotape was ready to launch in March 2020. While the team had to quickly pivot that launch due to COVID-19, reaction in the industry has been very strong. It's a device that allows a wide variety of adhesive-lined products to be applied consistently and efficiently on a variety of curves and bends that can only be achieved robotically. This product is already making its way into a number of new spaces and industries and represents a significant leveling up, one with global opportunity. Let's hear more on this from Michael Lalonde and the team.
Hi, I'm Michael Lalonde. I'm VP of Business Development here at Innovative Automation. Around 2018, as we were seeing tremendous growth, we decided to start an R&D department. And our first initiative was to tackle applications that we had seen in our industry that didn't yet have a standardized product. That product that we created is Robotape, and it is a robotic system for applying any adhesive-lined product. The creation of Robotape is very critical to future growth strategies for Innovative Automation and our aspirations to become a global company. Winning the Mayor's Award for Shift Disturber is very important in Innovative Automation. We're a big supporter of our local community and we want to see it thrive. This recognition hopefully educates our community on the great opportunities that exist right here in Barrie. The impact of Robotape on Innovative Automation, it's a completely new segment for us. Our core business is building custom automation equipment, and this is our first foray into a standardized product. This gives us that competitive advantage that will allow us to go across the globe with our offerings. As of right now, we have 5 individuals dedicated to the product, and as the product grows in popularity in the market, we only expect to increase the number of employees dedicated to that division. I would recommend to anyone that is looking to start the development of a product to first and foremost consider voice of the customer. It doesn't matter how great of a product idea you may have, if there's nobody that's going to buy it, you shouldn't start the project. Don't underestimate the abilities of young people, and certainly take the knowledge and experience of some of your more senior staff. Lastly, this is a hard one to do, but don't let perfection prevent you from getting the product to market in a timely manner. There will always be opportunities to improve, and it's key to get your product to market quickly before your competitors do.
A huge congratulations to Michael Lalonde and the team for this innovation, and thank you for helping to put Barrie on the map. It's my great honor to now introduce our Shift Disturber winner for 2020.
Thank you, Mayor Lehman, for presenting us with this great honor and this great award for the Shift Disturber. Thank you to the City of Barrie for recognizing all the great contributions of various companies within the Barrie area that make our community great. And thank you for everyone that took the time to nominate companies in order to receive that recognition. We're extremely excited about the new opportunities that Robotape's going to bring Innovative Automation. It's our first foray into standardized products, and we invite everybody to check it out at robotape.com. It's also going to bring exciting new opportunities for employment within our region as we grow and make this a huge success. It really was a team effort to create this product, and it started years before we started our R&D department, from ideas from our design departments, from past related projects, and input from some of our seasoned staff that have years and years of great experience that they were able to share with our team. And it was a great effort by our core team, our core R&D team of Mike Sutton, Robert Dorian, and Zach Cutt, who joined me here today, that really brought the vision together and made this a great success. So thank you.
I look forward to the Mayor's Innovation Awards every year. While I often come face to face with the amazing innovative efforts of our leaders, our community groups, our businesses, I rarely get to take enough of a step back to emphasize how much I appreciate you. I realize and acknowledge all the difficulties that you've been through, especially this year, and I want you to know I'm going to continue to advocate for you. And I will continue to work with city staff to bring you programs and services to help in the meantime. It's the city this year, we had to pivot ourselves, try and invent and create new ways to support businesses through the unique challenges faced by COVID-19. And I hope we were able, through patios everywhere, through business in the parks, through Digital Main Street, to help create initiatives that not just helped with the emergency, but helped to create long-term sustainability, to help you build capacity in your businesses. And that's, of course, what you do when you innovate, and what so many of our nominees were nominated for. So keep doing that. That is the way we're going to continue to build prosperity in our community and come back strong after the pandemic. In the spirit of the Creative Collaboration Award, I want to remind you that the City of Barrie is your partner, and that I'm going to work with you so that Barrie can come back stronger than ever after the pandemic. Because as the Mayor's Innovation Awards demonstrate, we are a city full of talent, vision, and promise. I want to say one final thank you to our sponsor, Adams Hamilton, to our nominees, to our judges, and to our winners tonight. And I want to thank everyone for joining us today at the 2020 Mayor's Innovation Awards. Now, to take us out on a high note, I'd like to introduce the North Coast Band, who are a former Small Business Center summer company grad and graduates of OMCI's Emerging Musicians program. Take it away, guys.
Thank you to Mayor Lehman and the City of Barrie. We are Duncan, Ivany, the North Coast Band, and we are happy to be here playing for the 2020 Mayor's Innovation Awards. This is our first song called Restless.
Get restless, can't last all this time. Looking through old photos, seeing what I'm trying to find. Just let me be where the sun always shines. Trying not to worry about the nickels and the dimes. We're living life under the sky until the day we die. It's just that I don't get it all the time. We all just want to be kids again. Everything would be fine. And I've been chasing it for all of my life. And I was worried and scared that something just wasn't right. You and I, as we drive into the night. pretend. Everyone's complaining over nothing, while the future's changing. And I'm California dreaming, seeing is believing, and I'll be always daydreaming. So let's pack the bag, get out of this place, get as far away as we can from this life's rat race. Just take my hand, disappear without a trace. The day will come when it's time to come home. We'll build a family of our own. Until that day, let us roam. Let us roam. Let me roam.
Thank you very much. This last year with COVID-19, a lot of people have had to find creative ways to innovate. And myself and Duncan have had to do the same. We had a series which was 18 weeks long that included 18 singles released every Friday. This was a way to engage with our fans because we couldn't do it with our live performances because we're all locked down. I hope everyone else has figured out good creative ways to switch up their lives. This next song is called $14, and I hope you all enjoy.
I only got $14. I only got 14 smokes. I only got my blue collar. My last girl made me broke. I only got $14. I only got 13 now. I only got what you gave me, baby, there's not enough. I only got what I couldn't see, trust me, it ain't that much. I only got $14, I only got 13 now.
Thank you so much. So yeah, that one was called $14. And again, we are Duncan, Ivany, the North Coast Band. If you want to check out more of our music, you can go to thenorthcoastband.com and check out our music there or buy some merchandise. Again, thank you so much. And this is our last song. This is called Cinematic. You cinematic girl. Every date feels like a movie scene. It's automatic, girl. Every time you're around me, you make me wanna fall so hard for you. I don't need no vanity at all, but I need you. You got me running round, running round, running round. Got me running round this old town. You got me running round, running round, running round. Got me running round this old town. The expressions get weighted, thoughts, your eyes light up the room. Between that and your openness, can almost read you. Her laughter loops in my head, that's reminded in my mind. And as for what she said, I still think about it all the time. You got me running round, running round, running round. You got me running round this old town. You got me running round, running round, running round. You got me running round this old town. You got me running round, running round, running round. You got me running round this old town. Thank you so much. We are Duncan Ivany, the North Coast Band.